trying to bring this up on my iPad, in case you're here. Makes it easier to see the comments. Hi Andrew, how you doing? Still trying to figure out, just my iPad's not agreeing with me. Hey Simple Man. JNS Chainsaw, hey buddy. Mama Taz is here too, boy. Mama Smitty, my mic must be on. See if I can get this to come up on my iPad here. I don't have my channel saved. Hi Brian, how you doing? Proteus Patrick, how you doing, buddy? There's Taz, man. Zachary. I don't really have a subject matter for the evening. I just kind of turned it on, you know? Whatever happens, happens. Just won a 3-hour-long flight to get a 5-year-old to take Tylenol. Winner. Well, Tasman, I think we're gonna work at getting this shipped. I think it's been long enough. So I have one of those red rubber bar covers for a 20-inch and the dogs for an XL12. No, I do not. You're talking about a scabbard, right, that goes over the bar? James, how you doing, buddy? He's so excited. We're shipping to Dino Joe. So Dino Joe is going on a trip. He's leaving in like a week. So I'm going to go ahead and ship the saw to Tasman. He's going to be gone until sometime in May or so. I think it's May. So I think at that time, we'll see. Maybe we can convince Tasman to ship it over to Dino Joe and go that route. Otherwise, it'd be, you know, May until Tasman got a saw, and I figure, why not just go ahead and get it over to Tasman? We can cross that bridge later down the road. Okay, your saw should be shipped here this week, as long as I can get to the post office or whatever. If not, I'll have to do it over on Saturday or something. It'll probably be Saturday that I get it shipped, though. You know, I think I've told you about my work. We're probably going to ship a couple of saws to Dino Joe over time. Just, you know, for the fun of it, really. Tasman saw is not a high RPM build. It's built for longer bars, bigger woods. You know what I mean? So I wasn't really worried about where the RPM went. I was more concerned about the torque. And I'm kind of curious to know what the numbers would be on the dyno. You know what I mean? Kentucky Fried Fixes. How you doing, buddy? Just talking. We're going to get Tasman saw shipped to him. Sitting right here. It's covered in sawdust. You know? It's ready. I think Simple Man saw might be ready too. It's sitting down here as well. Yes, it does sound good. 3 lives in one day. Yeah. Did you guys watch the video Muffler put out? I loved that video. Like the news anchor thing. Boy, I love that. He could do that every day. I love those videos. You know what I mean? You had it crushed up in a milkshake. Hi, Cody. Evening, everyone. Yes, it'll be a while before I get back to the shop. Look forward to running some vintage homelies. Yep. We'll work it out. We'll get it over to Dino one way or another. But we'll give it to Tasman for a little bit, and I'm sure he'll be fine with shipping it on over to Dino and going through it. You know what I mean? What you doing, Cody? What's that? I'm on a live video. Okay, go upstairs and you can watch it with Mommy. Okay? Oh. When I port the McCulloch for Mr. Obsolete, am I going to put any porting on here? Yes, I'm going to put as much on here as possible. Smitty's home of home light. Yes, that. I'm getting a lot of that. B, nah, you didn't miss nothing good. Just finished putting your 372 back together. That's good. Curious to see that one run. Awesome, I have 3 of them, so I can try my first one if I blow it up or run it. I have 2 extras. It's always good to have a bunch of them, you know? Getting any snow? Yeah. We just got ice, actually. Pretty thick, too. So my firewood's buried by a foot of snow and about an inch or 2 of ice. JK Saul's shop. Hey, buddy, how you doing? Where am I at with the 80cc, Saul? Oh, it's sitting right here, actually. Right here. Let's see if she fires. Just for a second, because I got the door open. I love the smell of two-stroke. The 80cc, the carb is swapped out. Everything's done that I wanted to do. So we're running without a governor carb now. It's not a simple carb swap. You know, you got to do a few things. I had to change out the throttle, whatever you want to call it, throttle linkage. The jets on the other carb was too short, so I had to do a little work, you know. But yeah, she's ready to go. Your ice just finally melted. Keep that snow up north. Yeah, well, I'll probably be looking at snow until April. That's good, B. Hey, whatever it takes to get it to work. You know what I mean? Mama Taz has her TV up too loud. Yeah, she's a loud one. You know, there's not really anything muffling it at all. There's a delay. I heard the chainsaw, then 40 seconds later I heard it on here. Yeah. It is. It's like a 30, 40-second delay. I've noticed. That's right, James. What did he say? I think everyone loves that smell. It should be the new... Somebody needs to come out with a candle or something with that smell. What do you think? Stack mufflers, yes. Who doesn't like a stack muffler, you know? They don't really give you back pressure, so you kind of rely on the top end of the power, you know? But, hey, they're cool, regardless. Sometimes you get to see flames out it. You know? Running a little rich, you'll see some flames. I put a 373 XP carb on my 922. It runs good, but I worry maybe too lean. Any thoughts? Oh, turn it up until she's 4-stroking, and then just start backing off a little bit at a time until she cleans up. Check your spark plug. Make sure you got a nice dark golden brownish color, and you should be all right. The thing about the 925s is you got to run them as rich as you possibly can. They have an issue with blowdown timing. They're recycling too much of the exhaust gas, so even when you're rich, they're still actually a little bit on the lean side because not all the exhaust pressure is escaping, so it's not allowing enough fuel to cycle through. I discovered that with this salt, so just keep it as rich as possible. Don't forget the thumbs up. That's right. We like thumbs ups, right? I'm only showing 11. I think Klotz makes a candle. Well then. Would the XL12 handle fit on your Super XL? Well, I don't think they're the same. Let me take a look. I think I have both. I can take a quick look. So, an XL12 handlebar is not as wide as the Super XL Auto. Super XL Auto has the oiler system that goes on the clutch side, so the handlebar is just a little wider. So that's one of your main differences. I'm sure you can get it to work. If it were me, I would put an XL Auto handle on an XL12, but I don't know about going the other way, you know? Yeah. Turn it up and then back down method on setting the high jet. Yeah. Yeah, you just turn it and richer until she's just nothing but four-stroke in the cut, and then just start leaning it out until she cleans up, you know? Put it right at the edge. You know what I mean? Keep it as fat as possible. Mama Taz, sweet guitar. just an old Strat. Billy from Philly. How you doing, buddy? Mine is bogging like crazy, and my XL12 was cutting out and shuts off. That could be a number of things. If you got good spark, and you know your tuning is decent, then there's a possibility you got an air leak that you're tuning around, and that'll cause it to go a little weird too. Am I going to shred on the guitar tonight? Probably not. I don't have the amp and everything hooked up. Play the guitar. Everybody wants to play the guitar. I'd just chase everybody away, wouldn't I? I think I would. Did I send Tasman Saul to Dino Joe? No. Dino Joe is going away in about a week, so I didn't want to try to rush everything. So we're going to send it to Tasman, and then after Dino Joe gets back, we'll talk to Tasman and see if we can get it shipped over to Dino Joe for a dyno run. No sense of waiting until, spring or so till we get it to Tasman, so well, why not let him run it for a bit, I can sing to you. What fuel mix is good for the old homies? I had 51 for my other saws. I don't run 50-to-1 in anything. 40 is as far as I go, but usually 32 to 40, depending on the situation. How to explain it? More oil means you have less gas, so it's technically a little leaner when you run more oil. So you can get a little higher temperature. I find 40-to-1 is pretty good. It seems to be kind of the sweet spot on a lot of stuff. Most people will run the old ones to 32-to-1 though. I tried 32-to-1 and it ran fine. What else should I say? 32-to-1 is good, more forgiving for issues like an air leak. So you're running more oil and so forth. So if you end up developing an air leak, 32-to-1 is a little more forgiving for a situation that you might run into. But 40 to 1 is usually what I would run in everything. I did run 32 to 1 for a while, but I ended up going back to 40 to 1. You think I do pretty good? You wish you could play. All you gotta do is get one and strum it. That's it. How loud is home light zip? No, they're loud. There's no muffler on them. I mean, you can look right inside, see the pistons, and you can kind of imagine. You know what I mean? What am I going to do next? Well, I'm trying to get Andrew's, Tasman's, and Simpleman's saw shipped. Trying to get them done and shipped. So Tasman's saw is ready to go. I think Simpleman's is ready to go. I'm going to run it for another test. And then Andrew's saw, it might need a little bit more. I got it ready for another test run. I did swap out the carburetor and do everything that I said I was going to do in the last video. So we'll take it for another test run and see what happens. But once I get those 3 out, I'm going to get I'm actually planning on getting a little more detailed on some of my videos. Just some better camera shots, I used to, when I first started my YouTube thing, I would, as I tore a saw down, I would go over like the disassembly, show some problems you might run into and all that stuff. And I haven't done that recently, and I kind of miss it. So I want to get back into doing some of that. You know what I mean? The next saws we're working on now is Dino Joe's 550. I'm still trying to figure out seals for that saw. I got all the other parts are here and ready and to go. Just once I figure out the seals, we'll be able to go with his. Then I got Mr. Obsolete's saw, and I got Smiley's Super XL Auto to do. So those will probably be the next 3. And then I'm going to do 2 more of these 130s. Those are going to be for Andrew and, I can't think of the channel. That buddy of his that's right down the road from him. They're like 45 minutes apart or something. I got 2 of those I'm going to build for those guys. Now, I am going to slide in some of my personal saws, like this 925. This is going to be, something built for myself. I'm going to keep it around, so anybody who shows up at a hopper stock or something can run it. I'm going to do some of those as well in the mix. So you're going to see me port the 925 for myself. Probably going to see me port my XL76 with the full wrap. I'm going to turn those saws up further than I turn them up for other folks, though, because if they blow up, they're my saws. I'm going to try to run them right on the ragged edge, if you know what I mean. So if you come to hopper stop, you'll be able to run them as long as they don't blow up. But you're going to see some stuff like that too. Sent you my rendition of Angie on Messenger. I remember that. How do you adapt a Tillotson Carp on your 82cc? Depends on what you're looking. Like the HS26A on the 925 is pretty easy swap out. You got a few things you got to change out. Like you can use the jets, but they're a little short, so I put longer ones in. You know what I mean? The idle screw on the original carb is on the carburetor, and I converted it to where it comes into the side now. I did some things like that. It's not that hard to do the swap if you have all the parts. You know what I mean? You've been waiting on the 550, yeah? I've been waiting too. I cannot find a part number to match or to cross over for the seals, and I have a feeling I'm going to have to tear this all down and take physical measurements. But I'm still looking. I'd be surprised if somebody out there did not figure it out. You know what I mean? Smitty, how you, brother? How you doing, my fleur? We got to get together and play with some saws. Maybe I'll come down your way next time. What do you think? I was just down around Greenwood Furnace the other day. We got the contract for Greenwood Furnace State Park, so I was down there delivering all their dumpsters and getting them ready to go. Your XL 76 pool was good without porting. Curious to see when one is. To see when one is. Yeah, the XL 76 is a good pulling saw, but if you go back through the videos, I got Tasman saw. If you look at some of the older videos there, that thing is just killing. See you later, simple man. They're still ice fishing it. Yeah. Measuring the seals is not a fun task. Sometimes you got to pull the whole freaking crankshaft out and everything, you know what I mean? Just to get in there just right, you know? Yeah, definitely, Tim. Check it out. You might be surprised of how much power that saw, or how much torque that saw has. 28-inch bar buried full length into a piece of wood, and it just ate right through it. Hardly even slowed down at all. I didn't give it a high, I didn't build it as a high RPM saw, so whenever you look at two of them side by side, it may not notice a whole lot, but that's because I conserved the RPMs and just put it all into the torque, you know. I'll be building some that are high RPM though. I got everything from the 80cc, 100cc, all that stuff. So why not take the little 60cc and just make it scream, you know? If it only cuts 12-inch wood, then that's all it's going to cut, you know? Why not? I got bigger saws to handle the big stuff. I don't need it to pull 36-inch bar or anything like that. You're good. You're just watching Smitty. Hey, Muffer, I like that commercial or that video you did with the like your news anchor video. Oh man, I love that video. That was awesome. Do a few more of those. They were great. You got into trying to build torque saws, yeah. Torque is amazing. It's great, you know what I mean? Yeah, the 925 is an impressive saw. Basically, once you get to the point of getting it to where you're cleaning up all the factory issues, the saw just comes alive just by doing that. You and JK and King Custom Garage would like to see the Super XL and XL12 running this summer. I'm getting a side-by-side this year when I'm repainted both of my saws. That's cool. Smitty, 75, yes. Don't, so many projects. 775G, I know. Man, so many projects. It's never ending. It's just, I got years worth of work just sitting here. How do I identify between the XL and the Super XL? Oh, I mean, you talking the XL12 and the Super XL? Because the XL12 is basically the manual oiling. It's got the small bearing at the flywheel side, and then your Super XL Auto, it's later. It's got the better bearing. It's got the oil pump and all that stuff. But there's like in betweens too. So there's so many different ones. the 58cc versus, you know, the 54cc's. There's so many things. So try one next week, see how it goes. Hey, buddy, do it. That was an awesome video. That was. Charles Briscoes is here. Hey, buddy, how you doing? That guy right there, he can build a monster of us all. I've talked to him a few times. He's so good on the technical aspect of it. It's just crazy. Yeah, it's a little chilly out here tonight, Muffler. We've been chiseling ice off of everything. The water main broke right down the road, and it's been nothing but mud and air in the water line. My wife drove by, and it was shooting up through the air. It was a big water main break, so we've been dealing with that. We went a day without water because of how bad it was. Is this supposed to get cold again? When I mean cold, like 0 or less? I haven't looked. What does a Super XL do? A danger kickback when cutting firewood. All saws give you kickback. It's just how the wood hits the tip of the bar and it causes it to throw up. Super XL is a little heavier, but I wouldn't say it really makes much of a difference. Kickback is just one of those things you really got to learn to avoid. $48, man. Yeah, I know, Muffler. You've been up here. There's a bit of a temperature difference up here, isn't there? Probably a 10 or 15 degree colder. I know in the summer down in the city it was like in the 90s, probably 100, and it's easily 10 degrees colder up here. Yeah, kickback is, it'll teach you a hard lesson real fast, you know? Here's the top of your bar. Kickback comes from this area. You get this part of the bar into the wood, you know, like you're coming in from the end or something, and you hit the wood right here. It just causes, because that chain's rolling around this way, and you got wood here, that force just causes the bar to right up into you. You gotta learn to avoid that section. All saws do that. Yeah, I think I'm ready for spring too. Man, it's all summer long. I'm like, okay, I'm ready for winter, but now I'm like, yeah, I'm ready for some spring. Short bars kick back easier, more danger. Yeah, so I think part of the reason short bars kick back easier is because it's easier to get into a piece of wood that's bigger than the bar, because you'll be cutting down a piece of wood that's just bigger than your bar, and you'll be wiggling around in there. Next thing you know, it's coming up at you. You know, because your bar's not long enough to get all the way through. That's where I see most kickback come from. It's just because the wood is bigger than the bar. You know what I mean? Oh, the short bar also puts your face down closer to the saw, so, you know, it's got less distance to travel. Hi, everyone, for a minute. How you doing, John Bob? I did not get to see Mama Tass splitting wood. I didn't get in till right at the very end. B, yeah, you got 372 running? That's good. See you later, beach lover. Enjoy your beach. John Bob. I didn't miss much. Always drop start my Super XL for my own rest, and Super XL was running crazy after I changed the reeds, and I saw your Humley 400 in Super XL blue. How loud is the Super XL with a XL12 muffler? There's not a whole lot difference. There's a difference if you run a stack muffler, but they're already pretty loud, so you know what I mean. I think these here mufflers that I've been building are the loudest ones yet out of any of my saws. There's something about them. They are really loud. $288, number 2 going together. Boy, what's everybody working on? Oh man, my 925, I was working on that one tonight. Seen a guy cut his hand bad, lost a finger or two to stop a saw from cutting his face. And you're about 15. Yeah, that ain't no. I don't even want to think about it. Use a stack muffler, please. Drew's Creations, how you doing? Yeah, the stack mufflers are really loud. They are. I'll tell you, there's something about this. It focuses the sound. You know what I mean? Would the Husqvarna 455 beat the Super XL and the MS291 farm walls? Probably. Well, you're working on 3. Super XL Auto, Super Easy Auto, and Old Sears Power Short 3.7. That's a good little collection. Your Matt the mail service, what for? Did they forget to drop something off? Waiting on beer 372. Something to mess with. How are those Chinese versions? Are they any good? I've thought about it, but I never jumped on it. I'm actually thinking about getting one of those FCOs. We have a local dealer with those. I was thinking about getting one of them and seeing what I can do. Do I own all the Home Life songs? I own a bunch, but not all. There's still a lot. I might be halfway there. Maybe not. Nah, I'm not even halfway. You're itching to go out and play with some toys. Thick and Thin Homestead. Hey, new to the channel, dropping in. Home Light Fanatic here. Hey, welcome. I'm a Home Light Fanatic too. I'm sitting on about 60 sols right now. 60, 65, something like that. A hot rod of 52cc China saw. You beat on the farmer text like they owe you money. You thought you had a problem with 14 saws. Oh boy. Yeah. Try to get the F sharp out of these. You want me to hook up a tuner and see what tone I'm at, huh? What pitch I'm at? An F sharp out of the exhaust. I need to use pure pressure to get Briscoe to hopper stock. That's cool. He built some of the hottest soles I've seen. Super XL, same clone as a John Deere. Well, I think I think Home Light was selling the Super XL to John Deere and repainting it or something like that. Trying to get Taz to come too. Well, Taz just needs to find the time off, and I bet you we could get enough of a fundraiser going to get him on a plane. Yeah, there's so many models of chainsaws. Second grapple load of logs. Yeah, chainsaws can be very, very addictive. You know, the stack mufflers really, they help the throttle response a lot. But you do lose some on the bottom end. Now, what do you call some stupid stuff? Like what? Yeah, Charles goes to Sawfest. It's out there where he's at. I'd like to try to go to that. It's a bit further though. You thought John Deere bought Home Light? Well, I think when John Deere was selling the Super XL Auto, I can't remember. It's been so long. I think they were just buying Home Light saws to sell with a John Deere brand, but then Black & Decker bought them, and I don't know. There's so many different things that happen with Home Light later in their life. Still looking for a large Home Light. Seem to be scarce in your area. Trying to track down your stepdad C51. I got a C51 sitting over here. Saw it on Leon's Chainsaw Parts and Repairs. Do I know it? No, we don't really. Like, I know Leon based off of his YouTube and his website and all that stuff, but we never really speak a lot or anything. You know, I've sent him an email here and there, but that's about as far as it went. A spring and a fall hopper stock. Chainsaws are addictive. I think I spend most of my time watching chainsaw videos. I watch a lot of chainsaw videos. I do. But I do watch some other stuff too. Sometimes I'll get frustrated with some of my work and I'll be like, I'm just staying away from chainsaws for a few days. I do. No squish. Huh. Got more saws and yeah, I got more saws and vehicles. Do I still have a Super XL? And does she run? Yeah, I got several. Yeah, muffler. I'm down if you want a road trip to Saw Fest. You'd be coming right past me. I think it's about 8, maybe 9 hours away, something like that, from here. So it'd be a little longer for you. I wonder if there's any fuel in this one. A little bit. She didn't really want to go. Tasman saw. Yeah, I'd like to go try some of your saws, Charles. Yeah, one Super XL, that was your first Porter saw, and you have a very nice big red. Do you watch my Facebook videos of my saws? I don't know. If it pops up, I probably do. Not everything pops up, though, I've noticed. We have the field near the house. We should do a Smitty Saw Fest. I thought about getting together with Muffler. Maybe me and Muffler could get together with and have our own little Saw Fest somewhere. Sitting at home, like put saws 2 times its size to bed all day long. That did happen. He's not exaggerating. What's the difference between a 76 and a 130? It's very, very small. The 130 has a slightly better squish band. The 76 has, how do I explain it? So the 130 squish band is kind of the same as your Piston, where the 76, the squish band has like a little hump in just a little bit where it kind of like comes down and then goes back up or whatever. And then there's a couple other little things, but nothing huge, nothing you couldn't handle. Some of it's just the parts that they used on the different ones, but the main difference I found in like the cylinders and pistons and stuff is just the squish band is definitely different. Like, let me show you something else. Like, here is 925 cylinders. Okay, this is one of the square port ones. This is one of the round port ones. 2 different versions. Look at the squish band difference between the two. And, you know, such a huge difference. They're both 925s. This is the one that's on my saw. I wonder what this one would perform like. You know, the square port style. You run into issues because of the bridge, the exhaust, but probably higher compression out of it. I don't know why they did that, but I noticed, you know, a lot of different saws that Homelight built had similar differences. You you do voice chat on Facebook Messenger? I may want to show you my Super XL running. It's got a working 20-inch bar, and XL12 has a 16-inch bar. Yep, I do that stuff. Nine horsepower. That's a lot of horsepower out of a saw. Boy. 123 has no exhaust. You got 8.39 out of yours. Yeah. No, yes, the 130 does have a bridged exhaust. What do I think of the newer home lights? Well, it depends on how new. You know, here's a 550 sitting here. Those things are great saws, but it depends on how new you're talking. They got that 8800 or whatever. That thing is a monster, and that's pretty new. They're actually, you know, you get to a certain point, and their saws are basically built by Solo. So, and you're running Solo saws basically with a Homelight brand on it, you know. Hey, construction. Yeah, you could cut some videos and send them to me, and then I've done that before. Guy sent me a video of a 245, and I showed a difference between his 245 and mine, because his was stock and mine was ported. Well, it's actually Simple Man, so I don't know why I'm saying mine, but yeah, you can show me some video. What do I think of the Solo saws? I like all saws, really. There's some that have horrible issues, you know, but they all have their purpose, you know. Muffler, I'll raise the 925. It should be ready now. I do want to put a pipe on it, but that's down the road whenever I find one. But I mean, it's a running saw. She'll pull. Yes, Smitty, I've heard of this wild thing Bill going around. Are you going to be part of it? That's Bellhopper that's doing that. He's doing he's building a wild and crazy, wild thing. You know, it's an inexpensive saw that's he's going to try to get crazy stuff with it. I got some other stuff that I'm brewing on, but you know, you never know. I want to build my 1050. I want to get that done. Um, I want to port the 1050, 100cc home light, and I'm hoping somebody shows up at Hopper Stock with a ported SB125 that we can line them up and see what happens, or an SB, Super Pro 80 or something like that. I want to see the difference between what the ported home light does and those Macs. Gonna race them with Rogue One. You like Vinny's Saws way better than the newer throwaway stuff. Hey, I do too. I'm the same as you. Yeah, they're all great. How do you set the high jets? So you just turn that sucker until she's as four-stroking in the cut, and then start leaning it out until it cleans up. That's my best advice. You can go just a nibble for leaner than that, but that'll put you at like the maximum torque range of the saw. That's what I would suggest at least. I see the Tin Man 850. Yes, I did. I don't have enough experience with the 850s to really tell what the before and after is. I should go through the videos and see if I can find some footage of before and after. I think everybody should get their racing saws together, get ready for the next Hopper Stock. I have a feeling we're going to be doing some racing. When I was down there at Hopper Stock, I think part of the reason I won as much as I did is just because of the sharpening. I had that chain dialed. You know what I mean? Reeds, you need them to seal up good. You know what I mean? The bigger fuel line's probably not going to make much of a difference at all. As long as it seals up good and you're not, sucking any air or anything, you'll be fine. What are you planning on doing with a 51? Yeah. So what's your unicorn saw? The one saw that you want and you can't get. Catch you later, Billy. Catch you later, Charles. What, buddy? You want to come down? You want to come down? Hang on. There you go. I'd love to find a Super XL 500. Yeah, me too. I want to find an XL 15 too. Yep, I want an XL 500. Or you want to say hi? Show me your mohawk. Mama Taz. Look at that super chat.
Right, Mama Taz.
Thank you.
Mama Taz.
Really? You're going to go nitro? Ay, ay, ay. P50 is your unicorn. He wanted a mohawk, so we gave him a mohawk, you know? Surprised you're not in bed, Cody.
Huh?
I'm surprised you're not in bed.
I just don't know what time it is.
Ah.
What is this?
Oh, I'll raise your 850. All right, I poured the XL 400 yet. No, the 400 is not going to get ported. I'm going to keep that one 100% factory. I do plan on porting a zip though, just because. Super XL stuck on the tree when it's standing. What did the tree pinch your bar? Everybody's got. I wasn't expecting to see the 125, a mag, L56 Magnum. I wasn't expecting to see some of these unicorn saws. Yeah, I'll run the 400 you ported. You got your Husqvarna 450 stuck real bad. Did the tree pinch it? Is that what happened?
Daddy, look. Do you see what I'm doing on the steps?
Yes, I do.
How? How, Daddy?
Because I got eyeballs in the back of my head.
Do you mean that you're looking on the camera?
Tell Cody to come to bed. That's your mom. Are you going to go to bed?
Yeah, when he gets tired.
You're going to go to bed when you get tired? You going to come down here and talk? Come here.
It says one downstairs is because everybody has
Husky 1100. Come here.
I have nightmares.
You have nightmares.
Yeah.
What do you have nightmares about?
Because Mommy's phone not doing good now. That's why.
Here, we'll sit you down right here. See? How's that?
Yeah. What are these?
Hey, is Tasman still on here? I got a question for him.
What? Whoa. I'm gonna put down.
Mama said you can stay up a little longer.
How does she know that I live here?
She's watching you. See?
Hi, Mommy. What's this, Tom?
Is it called a dental pick?
What's a dental pick do?
Muffler wants another P61.
Oh,
Everybody's saying hi, Cody. Hey, there's Tasman.
hi, Tasman.
Hey, Tasman, what kind of axe are you missing?
Yeah.
Do you have one you're missing out of your stockpile? Yeah, I think you have wedge banger and double bit and all that stuff. What are you missing?
Oh, hi.
Everybody's saying hi, Cody.
Who's that?
That is John Bob saying hi, Cody.
Hi, John Bob. Nice guitar.
Nice guitar. Yeah.
What's this wood for?
That's not wood.
What is it? Oh, it's right. It's parts.
Yeah.
I don't tell me. Who's that? I'm not.
That's John Bob talking again.
Yeah, and what's that?
Hey, Rock of Ages says you look like Mr. T.
How?
Do you know who Mr. T is?
No.
You never watched the A-Team, huh?
No. Yeah. What was that name again? Oh, I saw it too. What's that one? What's his set? J-Tay? J-Tay? I don't know.
4 or 4.5 pound Tassie. I don't have any Tassies.
We got this big boy.
You might be able to put this one to use.
I can hold it. It's not that big for me.
What do you think?
It's pretty good, actually.
It's a little, I think it's a little swollen up here. I think the moisture got into the wood and spread it apart a little or something. I don't know. Probably still usable. I didn't know if you needed a wedge banger.
Dad!
I didn't know if you needed a wedge banger or not. I got one sitting here.
Dad, I'm gonna tell you something. So whatever I do, it copies me.
Say this word. Say this phrase. I pity the fool.
A pity fool.
I pity the fool. I pity the fool. Say, I pity the fool.
I pity fool.
Pity the fool. I pity the fool.
Pity the fool. And it's copying you on this.
Yeah.
But how is it? What is this? Is it YouTube? This is what is this? Tone. It teaches talking.
Yeah, these kids don't know all the cool shows we had. There was a bunch of them.
What's this?
Dukes of Hazzard.
Someone tell me in there what this is.
It's called a wrench.
I don't know what that means.
Actually called a gear wrench.
What's a deer wrench?
Gear wrench?
Yes.
This back end turns.
I want to try. It's right, you're turning something.
Catch you later, Andrew.
Bye, Andrew. I don't know. What's his last name? What's his last name?
Who? Andrew? It's Andrew Scott.
It's actually my understood.
Yeah.
Like stunts. Who's that one? State.
That's JK.
Hi, JT. Who's that one?
Mama Smitty. That's Mama.
Hi, Mommy. Why is it Smitty?
Mama Smitty. My friend Lee, he's talking about MacGyver.
Who's MacGyver?
We're like a bunch of MacGyvers.
Yes, we kinda are. What's that one? Those two. Those two. What are those two? What are those two?
Does anybody remember MacGyver's real name?
No, actually I don't. Do you know one of you guys
Yeah.
in there in the camera?
What is MacGyver's real name?
I don't know. Jody Smith. Smith. All right, that's
Angus MacGyver.
Angus MacGyver. Hi. What are you two?
When does Cody get a home light?
I don't
We
know.
already got some here for you, huh?
What are home rights?
Chainsaw. JK says MacGyver's first name is Angus.
Hi, Angus.
I'm talking his real name, the real person name.
What's this? So there's two of these same things.
You're making noise, huh?
Yeah. Alright, noise.
Everybody's saying goodnight. John Bob's saying night, Cody. I guess he's leaving. JK got it right. Richard Dean Anderson.
Huh?
Richard Dean Anderson is MacGyver's real name.
Hi. What happened to that box over there?
It's all tore up. We're using it to start fires.
Oh, I wanna try that.
Tim is heading to bed too.
Bye, Tim! Ah!
Colonel Jack on SG-1. That's right. Stargate SG-1.
What's this told? I tried to talk. You leaving?
You're going to smack yourself.
Yeah, I tried to put it for
It's called a ratchet.
a ratchet. How does a ratchet do? Oh, honestly. Or you can just push it right there.
I used to own every season of Stargate. I think there are 9 seasons, a couple of movies, plus all the Stargate Atlantis. I owned it all. I'm a sci-fi movie guy. I'm into the sci-fi movies a lot.
Daddy. Why is there no voice?
What was the car that talked? Show I forgot. Dang it. What?
What the?
Are you talking about Kit?
Ding, 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 ding.
He's talking about Kit. That's Knight Rider.
I'm trying to make a song.
You can't forget about Airwolf either.
Who's Airwolf?
Airwolf is the helicopter show.
I don't know.
I used to watch that one a lot.
I'm actually not afraid of heights. And I forgot I lied from the last time. Is this kind of the same thing, but it isn't?
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of the same thing, but it isn't, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ding dong ding. We have two of the kind of same things. We have two of these.
Hey, Chad just popped in.
Oh, well.
Noah says, good night. Love the Sawbills, keep them coming. It'll probably never end. Hey, you guys remember the old TV series Swamp Thing? Or was it a movie? I think it was a series. Here, look out, buddy. You're gonna hurt yourself. I used to watch Swamp Thing.
This is the same thing, kinda.
Yep.
Yeah, it's the same thing as that little one. You don't make me fall. I'm running out of
Remember watching the Challenger spaceship on TV in school? Ronald Reagan's present. Dang, you're old. I remember seeing that.
That's one of this room. This one.
I don't think we can voice chat on YouTube. I think we'd have to do it through Facebook.
Bob.
Look at that big scratch. I bet that hurt, huh?
Yeah, that did. That was from the dozer. Ah, your mouth is full. I read your shirt, though.
Yeah.
No, my child
Take it easy.
No, my child shirts merch.
You know why I like this song? Because it says "Take it easy." It makes me think of the song "Taking It Easy."
Can you try to sing it?
I can't sing it.
What's the guitar?
Hey, can you say, "Are you ready for this?"
Are you ready for this?
Are you ready for this?
I'm ready for this. I'm a devil. I'm Batman.
You're Batman.
Yes. I'm Spider-Man. I'm Spider-Man. Spider-Man. I love all of you.
But do you guys remember the second space shuttle
Daddy.
that blew up?
Dad.
And that's the one that pretty much brought the end to
Daddy, hello.
NASA.
Hello. But I need a seat.
Uh-oh, what am I doing? What am I doing? Huh? What am I doing?
Someone say no.
Okay, you ready to say something else?
I don't know.
Say this, say, you know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Vern.
Vern.
You know what I mean, Vern?
You know what I mean?
It's a movie quote. You know what I mean, Vern?
What? Did I tell you, Zote? Why is your horse with a tail head?
No, I don't think he's ready for bed anytime soon either.
What are these? Daddy, what are these?
I'll give you a movie quote. Let's see if you guys know the movie. Let me think here. Anybody want a peanut? Tell me what movie.
These are pretty cool.
Anybody want a peanut?
Anyone want a peanut? Dad, look, two things. Didn't you know what I said? Does anybody know what a peanut? Peanut? A peanut chocolate.
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hi, John. I haven't seen you.
Oh, don't fall.
Mm,
You're standing on a table.
yeah. There's some stuff that's spiky.
Yeah, there's stuff that's spiky. It's gonna spike you.
What's this? This is swinging.
My friend knows who does that.
Who?
Know what I mean, Vern?
You know what I mean, Bonnie?
Yep. Ernest P. Worrell.
Pure.
Mm-hmm. Ernest. But who knows anybody? Who knows the peanut quote?
I think I know. A peanut. It's a peanut. I went down.
You went down?
Never mind.
Never mind. Here.
2. What's it?
It's a lightsaber.
Lightsaber?
You're gonna make yourself go blind.
I'm already blind. C-O-D-Y. That's how it's supposed to be. What? What?
Hey, John, how you doing?
Hi, Zone. What's it doing? That's how you turn it off.
Yep, you push the button in the back. Yeah, he does love his light. I think he's lost 3 or 4 flashlights on me. These are the ones I typically use. Because they're just, they're small. They're great for saw. Little LED. He'll go running around the house with this thing and I'll never see it again.
I'm gonna sign both of them at the same time.
Hey, Uncle Scott just said hi.
Huh? I don't see you, Uncle Scott.
He's right here. He's Randall Rides.
Alright. Hi, Uncle Scott. So what are you
How
doing?
long am I going to go? How long's it been?
What are you doing, Uncle Scott? I shall see what Daddy wants. Dad, you should have solved this. Ah. How many cars does a rainbow have? 258.
Huh?
That's a rainbow has 258 million rainbows. Cars.
I didn't see anybody guess the movie quote.
Who did the movie quote? Us.
My brother knows the movie quote. I know he does. Boy,
Let me see your
you're going to make everybody go blind on there.
No, I won't. I'm signing on your shirt merch too. Theodore. Oh no, there's a spot.
What's the quote? Anybody want a peanut?
I want a peanut.
You want a peanut? Who wants a peanut?
Me. That's me. No one else. No one else. It's a peanut. What's this? Daddy, what's that? I read there's an old pencil in here.
Stop it now, I mean it.
Huh?
That's the line right before anybody want a peanut. Because it's a rhyme. Stop it now, I mean it. And then the next guy
Peanuts.
says, anybody want a peanut?
Peanuts, tea, and what house did you say there was that rhymes?
John might know where the seals are. I'm looking for seals for Home Light 550.
What are these cans doing on there? Up there.
I'm trying to find an aftermarket seal
Now, what I know is doing up there.
for a 550.
Daddy, do you know what those little stars doing up there?
What's that?
Yeah.
That's the lid to a jar, and they'll put the lid up there, and then they'll screw the jar on, and they'll use it to hold stuff. I don't use it.
I'll lose it. Who are you? Who's that? Did you know what that human was?
Here, sit down a second. Here. John, just so you understand, we got a home light, 550. I need to find seals for it. That's what Muffler's talking about. New crankshaft seals. I'd like to find an aftermarket version of the crankshaft seals.
I went down now. What are these called?
Those are needle nose pliers.
What does that? What's on? No. There's something on it. Let's throw out some stuff and put it on here.
I don't remember what the factory part number is, but I was researching and nobody, I didn't find anybody who found a cross reference number for it.
Ding, ding, ding. Does someone know what I don't know. A chainsaw does. I forgot what that does. What does the chainsaw does? Because I forgot.
Here, don't do that.
Ding, ding. Put it back. Ow.
He says that's good pliers for doing dental work. Let me see your teeth.
No.
Did you lose any teeth lately? Let me see.
My adult tooth.
Let me see.
My adult tooth.
They're coming in.
Yeah, but my adult tooth is about to come out.
Nah.
See? You see it coming out? You see it? Oh, alright. So, two little teeth, and you don't know.
Chippy, hey buddy, how you doing?
Who's Chippy?
Chippy, he's out clearing snow. That's all he does.
It's always
It's like clearing snow, clearing snow. He gets a lot of snow.
I want to put.
Oh, what are you doing?
I'm trying to get down.
But you're sitting on my arm.
Yeah, that. I'm trying.
Should I do this?
Yes, that's what I wanted.
You gonna sit back up here?
Yeah. I'm trying to get down though.
No grease covers, Crispy? I don't know. I haven't
Yeah, yeah,
looked. I haven't looked at it yet.
Then I'm looking at something that doesn't belong here. It's a table. It's a table. Hold on. Blah, 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 blah.
Whoop. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah. I'm trying to get down.
You went down?
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah. Oh, there you go.
It says I'm going back to bed.
Okay, go back to bed. Night. Love you.
But when will you be up?
In a little bit. Love you.
Love you.
Night, night.
Night, night.
You gonna say night to everybody?
Night, night, everyone.
Okay. Night, night. Go back upstairs.
I'm just doing it.
Yeah, so the crankshaft seal for the 550, I mean, I was on House of Home Light and everywhere, and nobody seems to have a cross-reference to a modern part number for the seal. I was on eBay, and I seen people sell new old stock seals from $25 to $60 a piece. And I feel like this would be a good opportunity to see if we can kind of get together and maybe find a replacement crankshaft seal for the 550 finally. You know what I mean? 12306, no aftermarket number. Yep, I think that's what I was finding. Here comes my brother.
I just came for the show. Which camera you use?
The phone.
Right there it is.
Yep.
There, okay. Here, I brought refreshments.
M&M's.
You're a good brother.
I'm gonna take the fire.
Yeah.
I'll take a zoom. Yeah. I don't like buying the new old stock seals. Rubber deteriorates over time. Doesn't matter if it's new or not. You know what I mean? Rubber just takes time.
If you haven't hit the thumbs up yet for my brother, I would consider that a personal favor if you would do that now. Thumbs up, this guy's video. You guys are awesome.
That video I just put up of Tasman saw running, that already hit 1,500 views. It's been seeing like 100 plus views an hour. That thing is getting a lot of traffic. Who's that? That's my brother. They're just now starting to see that stuff. It's been what, a minute or so?
No,
It was a good delay.
let's see.
You can buy a complete cylinder kit for a steel cheaper than one Home Lake 550 crank seal. Yeah, I know what you mean. But if we can find an aftermarket part number, we'll solve that problem. You know, they're only $5 a piece, really. Did you guys see the video that I put up with my brother and I making some music? Pants. I think I've lost 10 pounds.
Doing good. I lost a peanut. It's almost the same thing. Well, that's it. I just brought you peanuts. I'm gonna go back upstairs now.
I got a question for you guys. Have any of you tried one of these? I tried it. I won't buy another one. So I checked the actual numbers. Like, I filed the raker, and then I put the feeler gauge in and checked it and all that stuff. And the first one came up at like 15 thousandths. The next one was, I can't remember, 30 thousandths or something like that. But and it's very easy to get a few thousandths of flex out of it. I don't know. I'm not happy with it. It won't fit on all chains. It only works with certain ones because they're going to give you a little wee. They're going to give you a little wee style, little wee slot, and some chains it won't even fit on. You know what I mean? I don't like them. I have better luck with these. That is little brother Spinny. 3 years younger. This is a 3/8. They stamp it right on there. I have a feeling this is like 3/8 low profile chain. I got a feeling they have this set up for 3/8 low profile. I was talking to, he's not on here, is he? No, Doug. I was talking to Doug about these ones. We're thinking about getting these and heat treating them instead of, you know, because these work good. So we're thinking about just getting these and heat treating them. And I think if we would just get these and heat treat them, we'd be fine. You know. I can't remember the name of the company. They got abbreviated here. It's like West Coast Sols or something like that. There's no bend. Should I say? Yeah, like how these have the bend on the metal to keep them rigid. There's no bend on this one, so you can flex it, you know, and it doesn't fit very well. I think they built them for 3/8 low profile. I just got a feeling. Yeah, the Husqvarna works good. It just wears out easy. So I think if we heat treated them, you know, get heat treat it, and I think you'll be fine. I think the heat treating it is going to be the key for getting these to last longer. Yes, this is the gauge used for setting the rakers. Yeah, if you never used one of these, I wouldn't even bother. Because I actually tested it. I put it on a chain and measured it out. They advertised the first one here at 25 thousandths, and it measured out at 15 thousandths. I think it was the second slot came out at 30 thousandths or something like that. So if I want my chain set at 30 thousandths, I could use this second slot. But it I don't run 30 thousandths a lot of the time. So this one still works better. This is the 55 and 84 cc saw. I think somewhere in that area. I can't remember the exact size. The old school Oregon gauge. I got one. Yeah, this is one of the old Oregon. These work good. I don't have any trouble with these gauges. They work with safety chain, a lot of your safety chain and everything, where these other gauges won't, To make a video of the Super XL and the XL12? Yeah, I can make that. And about my saws, I had both red and both top handle changeables, like the little red and XL. Cool. You guys want to see a video of one of my XL autos? Construction does. Now, let me think here. I got two really nice ones. You want to see one of those? Let me show you my two really nice ones. So these are my two favorite Super XL autos I own. This is the 3/4 wrap. See how it ends. Completely factory. Never did anything to it. And this is my other one. This is my full wrap XL auto. Both saws are completely factory. I've never done anything to either one of them. John Deere 12308 seal for the 550. I don't have a pen. Do I? Should have a Sharpie sitting here somewhere. wrote it down. I'll check it out. That's the same part number, isn't it? I wonder if it's the same. Well, there's not many people left on here, so I'm going to talk to you about something that I'm working on. I got a hurdle that I got to get over. See if you guys got any ideas. I need to get the indicator pins out of this piston. I haven't been able to get them out yet. Any ideas? I tried the heat gun. It wasn't enough. They're pressed in there too tight for heat gun, which kind of makes sense because I'm probably only going to get it up to about 3, maybe 400 degrees, which is like, you know, I think that's pretty much operating temperature of a saw, so it's not enough to get the pin out. But if you guys got any solutions for getting the indicator pin out, I want to take this piston and shave a few thousandths off of it to put it in a different saw. If I can get this machine down to fit this cylinder is what I'm looking for. This is the factory piston. This is the one I want to use. And no, this is the factory piston versus the one I want to use. See the difference in skirt length? I'll be able to take more squish out if I use this piston. And that's what I'd like to do. But I got to get the indicator pin out so it can be turned down. It needs, I think it's 5 thousandths shaved down is what it needs. This is a 245A. I would like to put this piston in the 245A and solve all my squish problems. But I need to get the indicator pin out. Tell me if you got any ideas. Grind them flush. It's a possibility. I would have to re-drill it for new indicator pins. Yes, I think the pins pressed fit. So I tried the heat gun on it. Doug sent me one of these, and I used this to try to put, just to keep it cool on the pin, and the difference wasn't enough. So I'm probably gonna have to make this hotter, I'm thinking. But I know they're press fit and they're in there really tight. So I don't know if heat's gonna be a good solution. Might have to figure out something else and then re-drill it. Might have to cut them or grind them out or whatever and then re-drill it for new pins. I can't push them out. They they're not all the way into the inside. Yeah, I hope that seal. I wrote down the dimensions. Um, it'd be nice if that seal is a match. Seals for the XL12, they're cheap. I got them here. These are the ones I use. This is specific for the XL12, not the XL Auto. SKF 6119 will work on both sides of the manual oiling style saws. The XL Autos, with the auto oiler, they take a different one on the cut side. And they're cheap. They're $6-7 a piece or something like that. I have to pull the pins. They won't push through. They're not drilled all the way through. I tried setting it on a wood stove. That wouldn't do it. The only thing I could think of is a really tiny drill bit, a really super tiny screw, and try to drill right down through the pin, run the screw in, and then try to pull it out. But I don't know. I don't think it'll work. Because we're going to have to machine a few thousandths off the total diameter, and we're also going to have to redo the ring grooves. You know? Because we're making the whole piston smaller, and the pins will be in the way. What about map gas? I don't have it, but I don't know. Casting your own piston? Probably could. I mean, they're all basically cast. Then the final diameter would be machined. I don't have a drill, tap, or screw small enough to fit inside of one of these pins. Well, I have the drill bit small enough, but as far as everything else, I don't have. I mean, these pins are tiny. Which gives me an idea. If I drilled a hole all the way through the pin into the piston and then ran a screw down and just kept running the screw in, it would hit against, the far side, and as I turned it might cause the pin to work its way up the screw, pulling it out. Still got the XL400? Yes, I do. My only other thought was to just flat out drill the indicator pin down flush and then drill it for new indicator pins. That was my only other solution that I could think of. How long since I started my XL400? A very long time. It was snowing last year. Yeah, we know what size we need to make the grooves to. We know what the outside dimension of the piston needs to be, and we can make it work. Just those indicator pins are in the way. If I can get those pins out, I can machine that piston down to work for a 245 and put the squish at whatever number I want. Because right now, the best I can get is like 60 thousandths or something like that. So I'd have to drill the pins. The pins they're not perfectly centered in the groove. They're like half and half. They're only half the pin is in the groove and the other half is like in the solid part, So half the pin is in the groove and the other half is above. So I would have to drill it. Cut the groove down first. It would probably cause an issue in the lathe. Just that tiny little bit might want to knock it off a little. I don't know. It might work. It'd be better to pull the pin out though. Can you bore the piston? Well, the bores are chrome plated, so you'd have to re-plate if you bored it out. Yeah. If we come up with a solution to that hurdle, we can make a 245 screen. That's the only thing to overcome. Well, there is one other solution. The other solution is to take the Home Light 925 cylinder and put it on a 245. The problem is I would have to machine a spacer because you have a bit of a difference. But you could put that spacer at whatever squish number you'd want. But that's the other solution. Just put a 925 cylinder on the 245. You know, there is probably about that much difference right about there. So that solution's possible too. And then we'd actually be putting like a big bore kit on a 245. The 12306 seal was made specifically for Home Light. Already got the intake boot here. I forget what else I got. Oh, carb kit ready to go. This is for the 550. So if that seal is made specifically for Home Light, surely out of all the hundreds and thousands or whatever of different seals, surely somebody has one with the dimensions that will work. So I don't think a Dremel will remove the pin without damaging the piston. I think the better solution is to clamp it down and use a drill press with just the right size drill bit and just drill it out. Remember, after all this, I got to put a new indicator pin in it. So even if I drilled it out bigger, I would have to find something to replace the indicator pin. So I'd probably end up using another drill bit that's one size bigger and pressing it into the piston to replace the indicator pin.
The dog is not happy that I'm down
Mm-hmm. Well, guys, it's after 11. I think I'm going to get off of here.
As I say, you ain't gotta be going to bed. I know you.
It's not late enough for bed, but it's late enough to sit down and relax.
I love you too.
Mama Taz says, hello, Mama Spinny.
Hi.
Alrighty, everybody. We'll catch you later. There's like a minute delay between me talking and your responses. It's kind of weird. But we'll catch you later. I haven't done one of these lives in a while, so it was good. Muffler, get a hold of me. We'll get together. Probably, I don't know. If it ain't too bad here in the next couple of weeks, maybe we'll get together and run some saws. Just for the fun of it. You know what I mean? So. Hey, yeah, we'll catch you guys later. Alrighty?